I gotta get out of here. I think I'm gonna lose it.
Uh-oh. Sounds like somebody's got a case of the Mondays.
You get your kicked saying something like that, man.
Open your mouth! They're paying for it, you eat it! Ready?
What did you contribute? Try the brakes. Did you cut the brakes again? Yep. Why would you do that? That's just what I do! Wild card!
Trying to find, taking a stand for the uncaged mind. Off the hip, we fire, fire. Talking truth till wires, tires. Games and wars, we won't conspire. Off the hip, we light the fire.
Oh shit! I don't lie.
Welcome to Off the Hip, episode number 42. Secret to the Universe, by the way.
It's life and everything.
Before we get started, let's hear from the best person that gives intros and outros. Nagrinal.
What's good?
Woo! Yeah!
Woo! We got
boy.
We got 2 words.
You're not going to answer my question? Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm not. I've been doing a lot of editing and stuff for the GCA and my own channel, and that's pretty much it.
Hell yeah.
Sweet.
Mo, how was Drunk 3PO's stream?
It was wonderful. It was effervescent, if I may. No, I don't know. I'm not going to say that word anymore, I promise. But no, it was great. We were around 700 viewers the entire time, so it was just like that's insane.
It was a good show.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, no, it was fun. I saw you in the chat there, my man. But
yeah,
I do have a bone to pick with Nerd Slap. That is the nicest guest intro you've ever made. What's up?
I loved it. Yeah.
Did Shock pay you?
No, it would have been either that or something very, very cursed. Worse than anything you've seen. Trust me.
I yield my time for everybody else to pick on Nerd Slap for that bullshit. Anyways,
that was so cool.
Thank you for having me on.
I love that I was Frodo, but you got to do the meme with. Oh my god, I met Gary twice. And both pictures I have with Gary are awful. One, I was either really fat, and then the second time I lost a lot of weight, but then I was too hammered and I look retarded.
Hey, I've got a couple of pictures with Gary that I'm just hammered. So yeah,
like that was me. I'm like, it's Gary, man. I know him.
Malty, how are you doing, sir?
I'm doing well. My background is celebrating Az's victory on being like Rush Limbaugh, like 98, 99% right about absolutely everything. But also, Nerd Slap, I got a bone to pick with you. You're over there. Chick Multi making a return.
It worked. Hey,
It does
someone
work.
requested it. Someone requested the clip. I had to do it.
Dude, it makes me crack up every single time because it does work and I don't understand it.
It just works.
I made
You
D
don't
hop.
understand it, or you don't want to understand it. There is quite the difference, Malty.
Hush.
In your corner.
No, we're good. Obviously, the last couple videos for the GCA have been a little bit of topics that are abrasive, but I actually had the most fun doing them. And you can tell you got salty moldy again yesterday.
I saw that actually. I watched it today. Glad to have Salty Baldy back. We're gonna skip over Chalk for now. Hayden, how are you doing?
I'm doing great. I just got home late last night, and I am in the middle of getting ready for MegaCon, and also trying to figure out how I'm gonna get a video recorded while I'm doing the 70,000 other things to try to hopefully go up on Thursday. So it's going to be a hectic couple of days, but I'm happy to be here hanging out on Monday night as usual.
Awesome. Yeah. Nagranal, can you take care of the link for Discord? All right, he's on it. I swear, we're going to get him to talk one of these days. Nerd Slap, how are you doing?
Doing good. I'm doing good. Other than making intros, I'm getting ready for MegaCon. Looking forward to that. Seeing all y'all. Hoping that Mo doesn't beat the shit out of me when we're in person. But no,
I'll at least give you the
good.
chance to fight mano a mano. So
fair. That's fair.
Oh, poor boy found the new emotes. Norman, I see that you're celebrating your February.
Well, you know, I came into the call and your avatar was all set. Would you like to show the ladies and gentlemen? There we go.
Yeah.
You see that finger's been out tanning in the sun. Very nice. But yeah, this was a very quick addition. I literally typed into Grok, put my avatar in the black Spiderman suit, brackets symbiote, so that doesn't put me in the goddamn Miles Morales suit.
Oh my god. AI gets confused when you say Black Spider-Man now.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Type Black Spider-Man into Google to see what you get. It's so annoying. But
we just need to start training the AI in Google that Black Spider-Man is the symbiote suit, and Miles Morales is Miles Morales.
Exactly.
Which to all you moviegoers out there, he wore for 3 years in the comics, not fucking 2 weeks. Anyway.
The potential Miles Morales names were so cool, like Kid Arachnid and Maroon Spider. Like, those are awesome names, dude. Why would you turn them down?
And I'd just like to say I'm happy that Nerd Slap considers me not retarded enough to be part of the Always Sunny crew.
This time. There's more clips.
We can add you in there somehow.
Oh, yeah.
There's always a way.
I could always swap out Irwin's face.
Oh, no. Irwin's retardation.
By the way,
Always Sunny
if
crew.
that wasn't Irwin,
to be so.
I couldn't tell if Irwin was actually in that video because that looks like something he would do.
He looks like Charlie.
The only thing that was missing, the only thing missing was Grogu. So.
Oh god.
Oh jeez.
That's right.
Shock. So I hung out with you at least one time in Vegas. I don't think we've met any other time, but awesome dude. Awesome dude. I hope we get to see each other again. Are you going to Orlando?
No, I can't. Okay. I'm in California. I drove to Vegas.
Right on. Well, hopefully we get to see you at the next one again. But yeah, tell us what you're all about.
What am I about? Nothing, man. Just causing havoc on Twitter, and
you're pretty good at that.
I know. But nothing, man. Just trying to play more video games, man. Just trying to have fun.
You put out a video today.
Oh, I did. And Isaac helped me with the thumbnail.
Nice.
So if it's not, and Mo's in that thumbnail, I noticed. If it's not Dermy, it didn't.
Pardon me. All right, continue.
Right?
I'll
Isn't
find
he
this
the
video
thumbnail?
and I'll post it.
No.
Oh, I thought I saw you had a video with Mo's face on it.
Let's find out.
The easy answer to this is less homosexuals on this show. That's all.
Wait, we have chicks over there.
Hey, you never know. Magda could swing both ways.
Oh, Weasel, you're still suspended, dude. That's ridiculous. You have to call it X if you don't like it. If I like it, it's Twitter. If I don't like it, it's X. X doesn't let you say, transmissions. X doesn't let you say a lot of stuff still. It's really dumb.
All right, well, let's go ahead and get the show started. Let's see here. Share window, because I don't have any videos really. So I've been noticing all these memes popping up on my feed now that Xbox is going to be releasing games onto the PlayStation platform, and I thought this was funny. Microsoft developers, are you sure? Pressing PS5 and then sitting in his little cuck chair back there.
Yes. This is so good.
It actually works better that he's not like peeking out from the closet because you could just totally see.
He's just out in the open.
Oh yeah.
I'm out in front. No, I want to see this up close.
See this. Oh yeah.
That is
Ride that pony.
Yeah, it is really like the person who made that meme has been in that situation 100%. Like,
yeah.
seriously, there's too much detail in this meme because you write what you know. Yeah.
Yeah. Unfortunately, the Xbox, stands of the culture war have more of a sense of humor than the Sony ponies.
Hey, it's okay because
it's great. Yeah.
This is an Xbox.
So this one, I'm pretty sure I have to mute, but you guys remember this, like famous Michael Jackson music video. Xbox is like lower the M16.
Wow, you did it.
It's so gay. It's hilarious.
I like Xbox now. When does Xbox grab its crotch?
Hey, it might look better on a PS5, genuinely.
Yeah, why do they all have that stupid skull cap on? Is there something behind that, or
it's a beanie?
Yeah, they watch a lot of Tim Pool.
They were Tim Pool. I have my Tim Pool beanie somewhere.
You actually have one?
Right. Let me
just if people call me Tim Pool and I wear it on stream. It offends me. It hurts my feelings.
I don't know how much audio I can share, but all right, I'm just gonna.
Oh, I remember you.
Yeah. Look at all these dudes. They're just hanging out in a picnic, and they're just blasting pistols off.
So American. I love it.
And then the music in the background is exactly what you would think. This is not America. This is like
this is
this is like
fucking Iran.
Yeah. This is like a Saudi Arabian wedding or something.
This is Joe Biden's America.
How many people do you think they collectively?
This is a sitar.
Yeah, I was gonna say, look at that American guitar that American is playing, and that American, and that American. It's so American right now.
Very American.
All lights are the same, don't you know?
They're all eating like takeout falafel.
Oh Jesus Christ!
So you know it's not American. There's the AK.
No, the town that is in that direction thinks that the Americans are coming in.
He's got no gums or teeth.
Dude, so many people have been flagged and muzzled by these guns.
Oh man.
I love the casual earplug that happens too. As soon as somebody right next to him starts like firing next to their head.
Dude, it's been a whole minute.
Bags. Yeah, they just keep loading bags.
Great.
Holy.
Thank you. Everyone, I get crosses between Mexican and Asian, and I'm neither.
All right, so real quick, I just tweeted out, quote, Black Spider-Man is the symbiote suit. Miles Morales is Miles Morales.
Let me
So we'll see how that fares on Twitter.
Or retweet that shit.
Couple of
All right,
days.
let's find you. Retweet the fuck out of it.
Yeah, let's do it.
I got you, man. Done.
I got one better.
Give me
I got a
some
better one
more
for you.
online death threats because the ones that I've been getting in my My messages have been really.
Let's go. You know what a good one is, man? The horse, the shitty horse you start with in the Kingdom Come games has a name. His name's Pebbles. And if you shit on that horse, you will get death threats. There's a fucking cult around this horse named Pebbles.
The people love Pebbles.
They love Pebbles, yeah.
That sounds like something I need to do right now.
You eat little Pebbles.
All right, just to come out of gaming news really quick. I keep seeing this on my feed also with the 24-hour trade war that happened. The Canadians on the timeline would be like, we would crush the USA.
You're fucked.
Bunch of Nerf guns.
There's a Master Sword too. Look.
Oh my gosh, here's another one.
Oh my god,
oh, bro. It's so funny. It's so funny that there are actually some Canadians that are like, the US could never invade us, and it's like, bro, your standing military has like 6 pocket knives. What do you mean?
I know.
Like a local police force could invade Canada.
There it is.
Yup. I love all the Twitter accounts that are going out there and they're being like, Trump's back down on his tariffs and just ignoring the other part of the situation.
Mexico already bent the knee. That's good to see.
South Africa's next on the list. Good to hear.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, Mexicans might be like migrating to Venezuela. That's kind of a news headline too. They want to get out of there.
So one of the like tweets that I was speaking of that I saw today was they were like, he's already stopped the tariffs against Mexico, and it's like, okay, well, today Mexico arrested one of the cartel leaders, and it led to a full-blown shootout between police and the cartels in Mexico today because Mexico knew where the guy was, and they weren't arresting him until this happened.
You know, it was very odd though that the cartel leader, who's super dangerous, was handcuffed with his hands in the front. Did you notice that?
Yeah, I did notice.
I was like, what is that all about?
Too.
Well, I mean, it's hot down there. He might need to like scratch his balls. So
he went barefoot also. That part I thought was funny. Something else that's funny. This is, I don't know. This started coming up today. Sorry, but YouTuber Boogie298 comes out of the closet.
Oh, geez.
By the way, he also faked cancer.
Oh,
So does that mean he faked being straight or
Boogie,
fake
yeah,
being gay?
Well, so what? He's in his, I think, 40s, and he's dated or married 2 girls in their early 20s. I believe.
Strippers don't count.
yeah, well, no, he has married, I think, twice, and they're like tiny, petite, blonde girls, like super white. Also refused.
Yeah, last one is 21.
Didn't they have the same name as well? And
I think, yeah, I think they did.
did.
I think they did. Because EFAP keeps up with this shit, and so like
Oh,
sometimes
yeah,
when there's
that was
something
a
on
fun
during the
one.
weekends, like I listen to that stuff.
Yeah.
I wonder
Did
when
he
the
actually do that, or is that just a meme though?
I think he did. Yeah.
Because he
Well,
also he likes
It's
about
probably
dieting as well.
content farming. Like, let's be real. It's lolcow live.
Yeah, so all right, let me. This is so cursed.
God.
I'm sorry.
So, Boogie, you reached out to me and Jordy and told us you were gay.
Well, after I found out when I'm drunk, I talk about dicks a lot, right? And I feel like it's time to just be honest with about it. I did tweet about this not too long ago.
Oh, did you?
Where I mentioned that I have experimented with dudes. I've been with dudes, and I've kissed dudes, and I'm tired of hiding it. I'm just actually tired of hiding it.
Are you actually hiding it though?
And cueing the boogie tapes in 3, 2.
There it is.
Oh God, no, please.
This makes me believe 0 homosexuals moving forward. Being gay is just the most ultimate grift ever.
He's just a lolcow. He just says anything.
So
Well,
good.
That's the thing about lolcow live, right? Like, they realized they were being laughed at all the time for everything, if they were serious or not serious. And then they decided to make a show out of pretending to be serious about everything.
Well, here's the thing, though. I think the show actually works. So I think Boogie actually kind of wants to prove he's not one, but he keeps doing it.
No, I think Boogie has fully accepted that he's a lolcow and knows that that's the only way he can make money. So he's just
maybe.
But there's got to be some like hysteria behind it. Like the dude is not mentally. It's not like he's a compulsive liar. He's just going insane at this point.
Yeah, I think the thing with Boogie is that it falls on both sides of the aisle still all at the same time.
Yeah.
So like even he doesn't know whenever he's trolling when he's actually serious.
Yeah, he's
Lost
just
in the
deep in the
sauce.
trenches by now. Yeah.
I think so. I think he's lost in the internet culture and being relevant, no matter if it's good or bad, because it got so bad for so long. Saying anything is better than faking cancer. Like,
I know.
I mean, you can fake whatever after you fake that you've had cancer.
Dude, I think you're onto something there. I think he's like, how can we make people forget the most retarded thing that I said? I know, something even more retarded.
I'm gay. When's he gonna transition? That's the last of my bingo card.
No.
Oh,
6
man.
weeks from now, he's going to come out as a Yahtzee that hates the gays.
Oh damn.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
I feel like
He's going to be wearing a MAGA hat, you know.
He's gonna look like Gorlock if he tries to transition.
Oh God,
You
yeah.
know?
Well, I mean, oh gosh. Okay, if he's going to transition, he has to fully go through with it and show it because he has already shown his genitalia on stream. So you have to make sure that shit's cut off.
No. Oh god.
You wouldn't even know. It already is, bro. It's like hidden in that meat skirt swamp.
Meat.
Dude, it's gone.
I called it.
His penis is gone. It's been gone.
It's gone.
It was a chode to begin with, but yeah, it's
Yeah.
even worse now. Now it's just a sty or a pimple in the pelvic bone.
Oh God.
Before we
Alright,
get
okay,
into
I'm
this
sorry. Let's
show,
talk about something else.
we gotta-
Oh, sorry. I was just about to do that
Yep,
too,
yep.
Norman. Cajun Corey for one gifted member. Dude, thank you. Every
Thank
single
you,
stream
Cajun
he shows
Corey.
up and does that.
Nice.
Man. And Cornboy does that as well. Thank you, Cornboy. For one gifted
Boy,
membership.
what's the legends?
And we have
Sure.
Jake Martin. What's up, dude? Sunglasses
Alright.
pointing up.
Rocking that, nice.
I'm thinking those are supposed to be fingers.
Yeah.
And Film Comics Explained. Dude, thank you for the 5
Yeah.
gifted members.
Thank you.
Hell yeah. Awesome channel. Jake Martin became a production assistant all on his own.
Of his own volition. Very nice.
Thank you.
Hey.
Brave man.
Nice.
And
Not a
so
DI
did-
hire.
So did Clinton. Dude,
Oh,
Thank
wow.
you, Clinton.
you guys
Thank
are freaking
you.
awesome.
You guys are crazy.
And Jeff up north, who's going to be
Yeah.
in Orlando and already offered to buy me a drink in the chat
Hell
as well for
Hell
5
yeah.
gifted memberships.
Can't
Thank
wait
you.
to meet you, Jeff.
It's gonna be
Yeah.
epic.
He's going to be swinging by the house. We're gonna do some partying.
Hell yeah.
Uh-oh.
All
I don't
right.
like.
Do any of you guys watch XQC or Forzen ever when he was trying to they were going back and forth trying to beat each other's Minecraft? You know how you can beat Minecraft in a
Yeah.
speed run?
Yeah.
I
A little
I
bit.
literally only know of these guys because they're both retards.
Yes,
I used to watch XQC quite a bit during COVID because he was a part of the No Pixel thing for a while and he kept getting banned. So I was just like,
Yeah.
dude, it's funny
That
as
was so
fuck
funny.
though. So like,
Yeah.
I
agree.
understand juicer talk.
So this guy right here beat Minecraft in under 60 seconds.
What?
It's just like a series of events that just went perfect. It's insane.
Okay.
He looks like somebody that could beat Minecraft in 30 seconds.
No, I don't have enough health. I don't have enough health. I don't think.
That's saying Nagranol's
Right?
autistic
I don't have
cousin,
enough
I
health.
think.
Wait, why was there already a?
How does he do it in a? How does
I'm
he
actually not
kill the
sure.
dragon
I
in a
think you need
second?
3.5.
Or,
But at the same time, I feel like I used to take
like
less
30
damage.
seconds?
He got
Dragon's
super lucky,
perching
I think.
I hate you, dragon. I think it's just gonna kill me, right?
Beat the game right there.
What? How did it die though? You can't. How do you kill it in one shot?
One arrow?
I think he might have picked up an enchanted bow out of one of those boxes, out of one of the.
Yeah, they have a new enchantment that's one-shot kill.
Yeah, I have no idea, but apparently he beat the game in under 60 seconds. So.
I can argue with the internet if that's what they said, but that's crazy.
Jake saying a 1 in a million chance. Nice.
Yeah, you.
pull that
and
bow?
XQC calls it
Holy
getting a god
shit.
seed. He's like, "This is the god seed, everyone. The god seed. This is the run." And he's just driving himself mad.
I have.
I'm not gonna lie. I thought. Sorry, go ahead.
I was gonna say I've played Minecraft before, like not extensively. I'm not like some crazy, Minecraft person, but I have never stumbled upon an end portal that was just there.
Well, you haven't gone through like 10,000 plus instances like that guy probably has.
That's true. That's true.
But
I mean, to know to dig down and hit that exact spot, and like, dude knew what speed he was using.
It's randomly generated.
It's all a chance, and also I think that they do, and I think it's like a accepted method of pulling up the telemetry in the game to be able to zero something in the Nether.
Okay.
So I think that does help, and it's like an allowed strategy. So
that's fucking crazy.
Yeah, it is.
I remember.
Crazy.
I remember hearing about this, that you could beat Minecraft, and I was like, well, that makes it gay. I'm glad I've never played it, because I thought the whole point of it was just like a sandbox thing.
No, it is. It doesn't end after you beat the dragon. That's just like
that's the end game.
That's
one of the yeah. That's why it's called the end. It's like
but it kind of does, but you can still keep playing. Like
you can
still,
keep
you
playing,
can go back
but
and fight the dragon over and over again.
But that's
There's
the final boss. Like that is the largest boss that you can beat.
Okay, largest boss is something different than beating the game, because in order to beat the game, I would assume there would have to be a storyline that gets you to that thing, or is it just that you happen across?
Nope. Credits roll after that happens.
No, so the
Minecraft, the story is the story that you make along the way, which that one was under 60 seconds.
And then after you beat that boss, you get the credits, and then you can continue to play the game. But the hard part is building that portal to get you to the end. So there's different realms. There's the overworld and then the nether. And then you have to hunt in the nether to find the stuff to craft to make the portal to the end. And then at the end is where you fight the dragon.
Yeah, it's grind.
That's pretty much how I played it too, Jake. I just was like having fun, like making a house and like, oh, I need to go to the nether to get some materials to make my house look white for the pillars or something like that. You know what I mean?
I remember playing I would kill a bunch of villagers and make them slaves for me.
Yeah,
you can do that.
Yeah, I have a prison in my last game where it's just all of them in like little cells that are literally just 2 blocks wide, so they can only sleep and get up, and like they're right there. You just click on them and you can buy shit from them. It's great.
The last time I played Minecraft, I was building a tree house in the middle of the jungle biome, and I was on it was a private server that had like maybe 20 people that were on the server, and I accidentally caught the entire jungle on fire, and our jungle biome was gone. They were not happy.
That's hilarious.
Friend and I, we used to just make giant Pikachus. That was it. That's all we did.
Really quick, Isaac became a member all by himself also.
Very nice.
Thank you, Isaac.
Thank you, Isaac.
And so did Risk It. What are you guys doing? You guys are crazy.
Risk It.
Risk It. I hope you're doing well, man. I hope you're recovering like quickly.
Yeah,
sure.
Me too. Yeah, because he was originally going to go to Orlando, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Damn.
Mm-hmm.
And proud, Isaac. And proud.
Isaac's probably typing that out as he's eating chicken nugget dinos right now.
Dino nuggies. I'm not going to deny it.
Dino nuggies.
And then really quick, Bethesda announced Elder Scrolls 6 is going to come out 7 years ago.
Oh, yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Bro.
Okay.
It's not
Just
coming
wanted
out.
I just wanted to point that out.
I brought that up in my video, dude, where I was just like, Todd Howard became a movie producer now because Fallout was a hit. So Elder Scrolls is fucked. Like, that's where Todd Howard went from oh, you know, I'm getting old, guys. Old Todd Howard's maybe got one Fallout, maybe, and Elder Scroll, and then that's it. I'm done. And no, full-fledged. The Fallout show was Fallout 5. We're now making Fallout 6. We have 3 seasons planned. Like, this dude is, like, I mean, good for him, I guess. But all his attention is on Fallout now.
Doing that the nerdrotic way. It's been 2,431 days since I
So I'm a massive Elder Scrolls fan, and like I've played almost every game. I think the only one I haven't played is Arena, because I did play Daggerfall. Morrowind is my favorite game of all time. Oblivion, Skyrim, great games. But I've thought that Elder Scrolls 6 was dead basically since Fallout 4.
Probably, and it probably definitely is dead since Microsoft bought. So
yeah.
Oh yeah.
Flambéed, corn boy, flambéed.
Yeah.
But there's been no official. Actually, it's not coming out anytime soon. You know, news. So that's just still floating out there on their official account. It's kind of funny.
It's kind of like how Need for Speed had to say, we haven't trashed our next Need for Speed project out. Just FYI. We just have to say that it's in the vision. It's in the vision of future projects.
It's so crazy that EA has to like basically task a whole other studio to make a game for them. It's ridiculous.
Yeah. They're like the ultimate like they take publishing to like a level of like pimpery. They're like the pimp publishers, dude.
I don't know if it's like pimpery or if it's like Buffalo Bill, where he throws the he acquires him and he's like it puts the Microsoft on its skin or else it gets the sequel again. Put the Elder Scrolls in the basket. Yeah.
Put the sports game in the same basket and just change the number.
See, I don't even think of the
It's
original
totally
movie anymore.
different.
I think of Joe Dirt whenever I think of that now.
God.
Skyrim, is that great big fat?
Okay.
I know you're saying, Mo, but go ahead, APS.
Battlefield released a teaser video today of what they've been working on. But before we get to that, I wanted to unpack a couple things. So David Serlin is a producer, and he's like a very hands-on producer. So basically, you know, they use his money, and he gets to call a lot of the shots at the. He works for DICE Los Angeles. He left in 2015, and he had been working with Battlefield since Battlefield 2. So what? Sorry for Wikipedia being bright. So, yeah, he's worked on Battlefield 2. So he's been working there since 2005, and so they've made 2142, good game. Bad Company, good game. 1943, probably the best like $5 or $6 game you can buy.
So good.
Yeah. Bad Company 2,
Great
excellent multiplayer game. Holy shit.
Yep.
I never even knew what this was actually. Battlefield Online.
That was probably back when everyone was trying to put an online out as quick as possible, and most of them just kind of came and
Maybe
went.
so.
All Battlefields were online. 1942 was online.
Yeah,
like,
I don't understand it either.
Online.
Maybe this was meant to be like a tablet thing or something. I don't know.
Oh, maybe.
Yeah, so
Battlefield 3 and then 2015. So that means he's worked on Battlefield 4. What comes after all this? Hardline? He's not accredited in Hardline.
Yep.
Hardline was fun.
I do want to point out that for some reason, he's listed in the credits for 2042, Battlefield 5, and Battlefield 1, but he swears he never worked on them or spent any money on it. So he's actually like trying to distance himself from that.
Well, yeah, they just give people credits. That's what Naughty Dog did. What's her name? Susan, what's her face? She wrote it, and like they tore her script up, and she's like, "Yeah, I didn't write that." And then they're like, "Well, we're gonna put you on the credits anyway."
Yeah, maybe they try to, the same way Hollywood. Yeah, the same way Hollywood does. They try to take somebody who started as part of the project that has a big name and pin them to it and say they were involved in this. And we know that a lot of the time that's not the case. Just like with Rings of Power, they tried to attach Peter Jackson's name to it. So
check this out. He left in 2015, right? In 2014, he put out a statement. In October 2014, nearly a full year after the official release with major updates still being put out, DICE LA producer David Serlin said the company acknowledged that the release of Battlefield 4 absolutely damaged the trust of the franchise fan base. They put out a straight broken game for like 4 months, and it took a long time to fix it. And he left the company over it.
2042.
He wasn't around for 2042.
But like, if they want to say that internally the team was aware that they lost the fans, they repeated it with 2042, and now it's like, all right, this is Battlefield Last Chance, and I'm like, no, that's what 2042 was.
I think what happened is that David was pointing out that EA is just a shit company pushing unrealistic goals and things like that for development of games, and was pushed out of the company. And now that they can't make a game hit anymore, they want him back.
Well, if you look at DICE specifically, I mean, if we're going back to 2014, they would have been deep in the trenches with the first Battlefront game. So your studio right away is essentially split down the two, working Battlefield and Battlefront.
So killed Bioware.
I'm going to share this with sound because there's a video that I want to play on it. So today, the Battlefield Labs. Does anybody know what Battlefield Labs actually is? Because people think that this is actually Battlefield 6.
To me, it sounds like Portal.
Okay.
Like it's a mode within Battlefield. I don't think that's the name of the new Battlefield.
With Battlefield 4, there was something called the CTE server, and that was the community test server. And that was something that David decided to push. Before they put major updates out, they would let the players go in and test everything first and be like, yo, this is really broken.
That's exactly what I thought this was. This is an experimental...
So this is the community test server for Battlefield 6, and they're going to let people play it as like a beta that you sign up for, or an alpha actually. And because they're like, we don't want to make the same mistake again. So this is really good news as far as them not wanting to put a broken game out.
That is interesting.
Yeah.
That's exactly how I read Labs. People were saying, oh, this is the sequel. I was like, no, this is the experimental phase of, okay, we're building a game. Give us your input as we go.
Yeah.
So I think this is, and honestly, after seeing what I saw on this game today, this could be the game that gets me back into competitive first-person shooting. And I've been out of it for a long time.
They were like, where did we go wrong? And they were like, well, everybody loves Battlefield 3 the most. And that's exactly what they gave us in the teaser. But yeah, let's go ahead and watch the video. So this is like a 5-minute video, and they're actually going through the entire timeline at the studio, and you get to see, and there's a couple blue-haired women that are in it, just to be warm, just to warn you. So
great.
Defending that last point in breakthrough. You and your squad going together, trying to accomplish something.
Helicopter crashes into the building next to you, and all of a sudden the roof drops on your head.
The vehicle play is the destruction. You've got tanks, you've got jets.
You get a bit sweaty in your palms.
That's full, all-out military experience.
It's just unlike any other game I've played. This franchise comes with a long history, spanning over 20 years now. But the question is, how do we continue to build on that and push Battlefield to the next level?
I've been playing Battlefield since long before I joined the team. When 1942 first came out, the amount of fun that we all sat down and had with it is just,
1942 embarrassed the entire gaming industry into making cool multiplayer games.
Yep. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, they said those are the two things that made Battlefield better than Call of Duty, and it was vehicles and destruction.
Vehicles and destructive environments.
Destroying bases, destroying cover. It was so good.
Well, and might I add, by the way, let's not bury the lead here. When they were showing Los Angeles, they played sirens while they were doing the drone shot.
Yeah, I've
So-
heard them outside. I thought I was getting bombed.
So that's something. That's a good sign.
Still like a fond memory. So in joining the Battlefield team, it was about the opportunity to give that team that space to do something just more amazing even than they've done in the past.
We set out with this ambitious idea of creating this new Battlefield universe. And to make that vision reality, we had to think big.
Each of our 4 studios comes with its own culture and expertise into what we call Battlefield Studios.
One team that spans across the globe and combines 20 years of franchise experience with emerging talent.
DICE has such a rich history with Battlefield. We've been working on it for years and years. But we also want to do something bigger and better than we've ever done before. And you can't do that with one studio.
DICE is responsible for the multiplayer part of the game, which incorporates things like destruction systems, class play, squad play, vehicles, gadgets, all of those kind of underlying systems that drive the experience.
Just real quick, it sounds like, to draw a comparison, that they're taking a page out of Ubisoft's book, which is from in Assassin's Creed Valhalla. Essentially what they did is they put everything that you've ever done in an Assassin's Creed franchise into that game, sort of a jack of all trades, master of none kind of thing. So I think what they're going to do is put all the Battlefield mechanics they can into this game, see what the players like and what they don't like, and then they'll take everything they like, streamline that into Battlefield 6, and sort of more of the niche elements that maybe players don't like, and some of them do, they'll put that into their own game that maybe not the whole community will buy, but some people will. So you'll have maybe like different flavors of Battlefield games, essentially.
So Battlefield 5 tried, or no, I'm sorry, Battlefield 2042 tried that by, I can't remember the game mode, but you could basically have like people with 1911s up against people with like modern weapons. They put everything from every Battlefield franchise in one thing. It was like, a playground. So they've already tried that, and I don't think that it was as popular as they thought it would be. And I don't know if they're going to go that direction again. Maybe they will, but
well, I don't feel like necessarily it'll be. I think maybe they realized the mistake of putting modern weaponry up against like World War II weaponry, but maybe this is a thing where they go, okay, people care more about this aspect of gameplay rather than like. Again, me being a Battlefield fan, like I was a Call of Duty fan back whenever the original Black Ops 2 came out, and after that, Call of Duty lost me. But I still had Battlefield for a little while longer, and Battlefield was always great to me because of the destructible environments, the large scale warfare, the large maps. If I wanted to find a ghillie suit and be a sniper and find a hill and sit in a bush, the only thing that would point people in my direction was that scope glint. And as long as I stayed a little bit mobile, I could have my, like, my sniper fantasy. And you could send trucks to run into the side of a building with C4 on it and blow up a building that the enemy was in. That stuff was awesome. And so if they focus on the things that the players like in this Battlefield Labs, things like that, and then take out some of the stuff, like maybe some different gameplay modes, different mechanics, stuff like that. Because I know people love the, like, what are they calling the movement for?
Omni movement.
Omni movement.
Yeah, the Omni movement. But man, it looks a lot cooler to be playing like in Battlefield than having the Omni movement running around. So that would theoretically be a thing that they could remove because people don't like that. It's not super realistic.
Right. So, all right, this is the problem with Battlefield. When Battlefield 4 was at the height of its success, they decided, let's do something different. And then they made Hardline, which was a horrible idea. But then they decided to go to Battlefield 1. Battlefield 1 got rid of what UK Gamer was saying, community servers. Those are no longer a thing. And that actually keeps older games alive when you can have third-party servers.
Yeah.
Battlefield 5, they kept that going. And then 2042 came along. I remember playing the beta, and I don't know, someone forgot to put the scoreboard in the game. And people were pointing out that was like on purpose because Overwatch doesn't, show you what your score is and stuff like that. And I'm like, well, this isn't it's not a hero shooter like that game is. And that's exactly what they were going for with 2042, is they were trying to put different characters versus different classes.
Yeah, it was Battlefield moving away from Battlefield.
Exactly. And so Battlefield 5 tried to make a battle royale mode. I don't know if you remember that shit show, but the investors were 100% telling them that they had to because of the success of PUBG.
PUBG, yep.
And then the investors also told them the wrong thing, which was make the Battlefield Portal. Thanks for reminding me what the name is, Jeff. And they just need to stop trying to be like Call of Duty or Battle Royale games and just be Battlefield. And I hope that that's what they try to do.
Well, I think this is a good step because, like I say, with the name like Labs, it sounds like this is going to be essentially a giant paid open beta where they can stealthily work on the next game so they don't have to show you what the next game is. And by the time they've got all the mechanics ready, they could just come out with a full-blown trailer. Battlefield 6, here you go. Everything you can do in the game.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of figured just also UK Gamer kind of tricked my memory as well, that they're almost treating it like a community server, almost like when they brought out Forge and Halo, where you can create your own maps and like here's the things, and you can have your own little servers and like test out all of these new things that they're putting in the game, seeing which servers I guess maybe get the most attention, what people like, what they don't like, but at least they're trying out all the things they're trying to include into it.
Shock, were you gonna say something?
What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, it was portal mode that killed 2042 because I think Call of Duty had a good balance of kind of swapping between like advanced, modern, and kind of with, even though Vanguard failed, to do a World War One. It's been too long since they've done World War II or World War One. They keep doing modern Battlefield, and I only played Portal. And then I think they stopped Portal for a reason because no one was playing 2042. People were playing Portal. Like I couldn't even load in to 1942 maps in Portal because they were all full. Like they would only have like 4 servers in my area that had the one Germany map. And then they took it all down because more people were playing that than the actual game.
You know what I want back from Battlefield? I want the ability to team to TK in glorious fashion.
Yeah,
that's what I miss. From early YouTube, it was like one of the best times is to watch them do the reactions, where they would put the C4 on like the planes and the helicopters and whatever.
So good, dude. BattleBit's the only modern game right now that has proximity chat when you kill people. Like that needs to come back at least.
Yeah.
It's good.
Battlefield was a unique experience whenever it came to FPS games. They ruined it, got mad that they ruined it, and the player base was keeping it going, nuked the player base keeping it going, and then tried to become something that Battlefield was not.
They tried to cater to normies, and they left their actual fans behind.
Because they had to listen to investors, and the people that are throwing the money around aren't playing the fucking games.
And it really went downhill faster when they did their Frost moment of, well, just don't buy the game from Battlefield 5.
Yep.
If you don't like women on the battlefield with fully autonomous robotic arms with a red dot on your Thompson.
And I've said this before on the show, but the same thing happened with Battlefront 2. 2019 came around. They re-released the Celebration Edition, which gave you all the cosmetics and everything. It sold gangbusters. It went free on PlayStation Plus for a month, so it had like millions of players, and then they just killed servers for the game. That's it.
Yep. But let's see here. Let's go to the end because I don't know if we want to watch the entire studio. It's just kind of interesting. I love the Battlefield music. That got me kind of pumped just hearing the music.
I'm actually looking forward to it. I didn't play a whole lot of Battlefield, but this one, from what I've seen, I'm actually kind of interested in playing it. Looks like they really do care about it.
I'm so jaded, dude.
Okay, so
dude, I hear you.
Do you remember the first time you were holding a PS2 controller and the fucking DualShock kicked in whenever a grenade went off? It was like it was a terrifying experience whenever grenades went off in Battlefield.
Well, it was the only game where the PlayStation, because PS2 would have either just the right shock rumble. So if the grenade was on your right side, only the right side would shake.
Yes.
And I didn't know it did that. It's just no game ever like took advantage of the PS2, the DualShock 2. It was so cool.
Yep, and they did in this game, and that was one of the things that attracted me to Battlefield in the very beginning was you could feel the environment around you being affected because they used the DualShock in that unique way.
Really quick, Jose Taco for $2. Vince Zampella, head of DICE, made Modern Warfare 1, 2, and Team Fortress 1 and 2. Yeah. A lot of talent has been spread all around from DICE.
I think he means Titanfall. I heard him say it earlier.
Oh, Titanfall.
Oh, okay.
Making Team Fortress 2 would be all-time level of like.
It wouldn't surprise me if some of those guys had worked on Team Fortress. But no, you're right. That was a much smaller. Yeah, that was a much smaller development on Steam side. Yeah,
that blew my mind. I was like, I did not know that.
But no, there is a lot of crossover with the Call of Duty people to Battlefield also. In fact, they intentionally poached trying to make the game like that because, dude, Call of Duty sells like 25 times more copies than Battlefield does every single year.
Because Call of Duty hit the normie frat boy zeitgeist at the time, and then they all became gamers. And it's like, okay, tell me when was the last JRPG you played? Oh no, I just played Call of Duty. We all remember those times whenever people were gamers and all they played was Call of Duty.
The last JRPG you did, why do you always have to bring it back to Japanese VTubers manga?
Bro,
you could be a gamer and just like American games.
No,
dude,
okay, RPG. Tell me the last RPG you played. JRPG you played. Tell me the last, any other genre of game besides Call of Duty.
I'm just fucking with you, man. I gotta bust your balls.
I play farming simulators, and they're great.
Dude, farming simulators are fun as hell.
I love.
I don't care. I don't care what you say.
Cow in the farming simulator.
Oh,
yeah. Yes. You can milk both of them. No. It's a mod. It's a mod I made.
There's your response, Hayden.
Yeah, real men play CRPGs.
Christ.
Let's go.
Real men.
I want to play a JRPG.
Oh man, a
That's a good one. Power Wash is fun.
What button is the oh man button? And what
Cornboy, I'm so disappointed in you.
Oh man,
you're a farmer and you just open the door so your cat can get out.
Oh no, you killed the cat. No.
A lot of them were locked in that basement.
Yeah, if the cows try to get away, he trips him. No.
All right, really quick, let's check out this teaser video. It's right after this guy's done talking.
Build together.
So right there, we had some main battle tank.
Battlefield together.
This is one of my favorite things to do, but if there weren't any available, I would switch to a different class. But this looks a lot like Grand Bazaar or Strike at Karkand. So it might even be like a mashup of the two. So it's interesting that they are taking the best of all the maps and trying to put them together.
Thing. It's just urban warfare.
Just to answer a good one real quick. The last one I played was a couple of weeks ago. Just type it in online. It's called You Find Yourself in a Room. It's very, very good.
I think I watched you play
Yeah, I think I played it on the Discord. Yeah.
Yeah, I see what you're saying about the music, by the way. That was the typical Battlefield. Let's go.
And the distorted, vision on the screen, like that's very Battlefield 3. They're trying to bring that entire style and feel back.
That quick little teaser we get there, that looks fun as hell. I saw Call of Duty and I was like, whatever, I don't really care. But seeing that, it makes me excited to play the game. So I'm gonna check it out.
This is gonna run great on Switch.
Oh yeah. You know what they should do? Actually, they should just like port 1942 on the Switch and just call it.
Dude, 43. Yeah. Put 43 on the Switch.
Yeah, 43.
It'd be a perfect one.
Yeah.
Dun, 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 Dude, the 2 maps, but they're the best 2 maps ever designed.
The best, yeah. It's quality over quantity.
10 to $15 depending on if you got on
So
sale. It's
good. I
amazing.
would play the shit out of it on Switch, man. Oh,
You guys are retarded. I just want to play it on my PC.
you know what's funny about the Super Switch and how people are kind of shitting on it, being like, it's gonna have the capacity of a PS3, and I'm like, PS3 sounds fun, bro. They should just port all the PS3 games on Switch, and I'll fucking play them. Sounds like a good time to me.
Well, do you guys remember Battlefield 4 when they introduced the commander mode?
Yeah.
So you could install commander mode on your phone or tablet. And the
that's right.
joke was I could play Battlefield while I'm sitting on the toilet and help your
Oh,
team.
yeah.
Because you could actually be the commander and drop cruise missiles and supplies for your team and stuff like that.
I don't remember that.
was
Oh.
so weird.
They
would usually with your foot.
The initial name for it was they were jumping on the whenever Microsoft was making the Microsoft Glass or whatever it was.
Surface.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I think
No, the
one of
glass. It was.
first names
I know what you. Yeah, it was like a.
Well,
it was like
they
you could
rebranded
control
it the
with your phone.
Surface.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Surface was awesome, though.
Yeah,
But
No,
that
the glass-
that was supposed to be the companion thing that you use.
I remember the glass because it was like it was basically like a touch controller for your phone. You
Yes.
can move stuff around. Yeah, I remember that. Yep.
Yep. And then they rebranded, they made the Surface, they went on from there. But you were supposed to be able to use that as a companion while you were playing the game, but you could just literally go sit on the toilet and drop missiles and airstrikes and stuff
Yeah,
like that.
and that's where like Neebs Gaming came up with the meme of Battlefield friends and like sitting on a shit bucket, you know, because if you're not sitting on a shit bucket, that's negative kills because you have to use the bathroom once in a while.
Bro, I just dropped a Moab. There, I didn't see it. No, man. I mean, like I just got out of the bathroom.
How about you, Nerd Slap? Have you played Battlefield games at all?
I've played a little bit. I've played some of. Let's see, which one did I have on PlayStation? I think I had 4 on PlayStation, but then I'd say the one I spent the most time on was probably 2042, to be honest, and it was okay. You know, it wasn't my favorite, but I'm definitely I'm actually looking forward to 6. You know, whereas with 2042, I just kind of downloaded it because my friends were playing it, but I'm actually looking forward to 6.
Yeah. So the type of mentality that attracts people to the Battlefield 3 and 4 games, and I'm not even joking, are people that are like in active military, you know, they're reserve or whatever. They're people that like actual, you know, war machines.
Realism. They like
Yes.
the realism because like Call of Duty very quickly around the time of the original Black Ops 2 devolved into a run around and jump and shoot faster as you come around a corner rather than a yes, camping is a thing in actual warfare. So if you find a corner and you can post up and you have a good line of sight, that's a good spot to be for a little bit, but you're gonna have to keep moving.
I never liked that because it always felt off to like run, crouch, get up, and jump, and your accuracy wouldn't be penalized the way it would in other like tactical shooters. Like that is like I can't get that out of my brain. Like I can't move, crouch around. I like to stay still and aim ahead a horde time, but you move around like a freak show, and your accuracy isn't punished in Call of Duty.
Yeah,
it annoys the crap out of me.
Yeah. Well, Shock, you have to bounce.
I do gotta bounce. Yeah, I got bloodbath.
He's got to take those ladies out to pasture.
Yes, right. Yeah, it's time to milk them. time to bring the girls home.
Well, we don't want to interrupt the feeding schedule, so. But tell everybody where they can find you at, because your content is really fun.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah, I'm not trying to be like a YouTuber. Like my YouTube videos is just me kind of ranting and having fun and showing my clips of video games and just sharing thoughts and opinions and stuff. So I got a video out on Kingdom Come 2, and I'm gonna be playing it tomorrow at 9 a.m. Central.
drops at weird times. Yeah.
Yeah, for me it's like 6 Pacific time, but tomorrow morning I'm streaming it second it lets me.
Hell yeah.
Cool. Sweet.
So check out my video. At least check out the thumbnail. You should at least pull the
I'll be
thumbnail. It's a
watching.
legendary thumbnail. Here, let me put it in the.
Yeah, put it in the chat. I'll share it really quick.
We'll pull it up for 38 seconds.
And we didn't have time to go over the Eurogamers review of the game, but I think the Euro reviewer is like probably one of the most like positive reviews I've heard. Like, if like we were worried about progressive stuff in this new game because Warhorse is now officially a parent company of Embracer Group.
Yeah.
So my video, I kind of go into just some skepticisms towards that. But if a fucking progressive like herself doesn't like the game, then that's a great sign.
Oh yeah.
And I was
just going to say it's getting 5 stars across the board. But...
Let's go.
10 out of 10.
I'm
Look at that
All right.
beautiful thumbnail.
Litigation is in the mail.
I technically don't own those assets. Isaac does, so he's the one that gets incriminated.
Yeah.
There's a lot of sketchy photos.
I showed up after you last time. Like I saw Shock in the chat last night, and he's like, "Oh yeah, he was just giving him something." I'm like, "Uh oh."
I know. I needed the voice line for no particular reason.
Well, thanks for coming on, Shaka. It's a real shame we don't want to have you on for a long time. So.
Say yeah, don't let the door hit me on the way out. Yeah.
Always
and,
fun, man.
There's a Val!
I'll contact you later about that money shock for the good intro.
Yeah, for sure.
I really want to see what the bad intro was.
The intro was great.
I'll show y'all
I do
later.
too.
I'm curious. Yeah. Do I get violated in any way?
Oh yeah,
Do
we
you
need
hope
that one.
you do?
After that thumbnail,
Kinda?
you might get a real life experience if you're not careful.
Well, he might enjoy that one. You're gonna milk him while he's milking those.
Well, before you go, you support medium rare steak.
Yes.
Okay,
I like
and
it
then-
perfectly. My thing is if I'm at a restaurant or if it's just me at my house with a guest, I'm making that thing perfectly ruby red, perfectly rare through all out. But if I'm at a barbecue with a bunch of people, they're all getting medium rare. They're all
And then
getting
you
pink in the
support-
middle.
You support oatmeal cookies and pineapple on pizza, right?
Absolutely.
There you go.
Good.
Oatmeal
So
raisin
there's something for everyone to
cookies.
hate there.
Base.
Yeah,
Yes.
everyone hates
I agree
me.
with all
I hate-
those.
Pebbles can go fuck herself. I hate Pebbles. Slow ass horse. Can't hold shit. Fuck yeah.
Yeah, fuck
I'm
Pebbles.
just fuck Pebbles. That's right.
Uh-oh, Jenna's headed over to your house right now, dude.
You want steak?
Sounds like she wants pizza and oatmeal
which
cookies.
one of these girls meat you want? Yeah. I can slaughter Sweetie. I can slaughter. If you want something more lean, I think we're going with Nico Lowell. Nico Lowell's imported because she's from Mexico, so she's a little more expensive. But anyway, I got a video out. It's just me ranting and having fun. It is a bit long, unfortunately. And then tomorrow morning, I'll be streaming on my YouTube and Kick. So, and I'm gonna go on Bloodbath right now. So, after the show's
Awesome.
over, talk some politics. There's a lot of funny drama at the border. A lot of people in California are like, you know, once Trump deports the illegals, they're gonna port the legal Mexicans too. It's like
They can't lose their slave labor, Shock.
I know. It was gonna... Yeah.
You
But
guys
anyway,
have to keep an eye on both borders, it seems like.
oh, I
Pleasure
know.
having you on,
Hail the
Chuck.
Canadians in anytime. It's hard for me to get home at this time, but anytime, man. Let me know, and I'll try.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
All right, later, guys. Have a good
Hey,
show.
later.
Take care, brother.
man.
Thanks for coming on.
I'm gonna sue
Shaka
that
Zulu, everyone.
motherfucker to oblivion. No, I'm just kidding.
Shock is hilarious.
He is.
Let's see
Also,
here.
pineapples on pizza, you can go fuck yourself.
Yeah.
No.
Pineapple on pizza is only for the people who have more refined flavor palates. If you can't handle it, it's okay.
Well, also-
We will forgive you for it. But once you have the refined flavor palette, you can kind of appreciate the complex flavor combinations that occur. You don't just put pineapple on a pizza.
I feel like you just took a lot of acid, so you're used to acid being in your mouth because that's all it is citric acid taking up your savory.
Ugh. No,
Pineapple
no,
on
no,
pizza
no.
is
With
god
ranch?
tier.
My favorite
Sounds
fruit.
terrible. Do you have ranch with your pineapple on pizza?
No. You don't desecrate.
Wait,
the
why not?
pineapple
Why
on
not?
pizza.
Sometimes.
If your palate was formed well enough, you would enjoy your pineapple pizza with ranch.
Coming from somebody who doesn't appreciate the complexity of pineapple on pizza, it's understandable that you would have that take.
Look,
however, ranch
I'll
is
eat it
used to
both ways,
disguise
with
taste
ranch, without
like
ranch.
tomato sauce.
Look, we live in a world where people put fucking kiwis on pizzas, so we could put the pineapple argument to bed, okay?
Okay, can we all join hands across America and the entire world? Kiwis on pizza, fuck that shit.
No kiwi on pizza.
No kiwi.
I believe the children are our future.
Oh man! All right,
pineapple, bacon, onion, jalapenos. Hell yeah,
Ooh,
Isaac.
that does sound good. That sounds
That's
very
actually
good,
a very good combination.
Speaking of things that shouldn't exist, one last thing with Battlefield, Endymion is showing us the process to join the alpha for the Battlefield playtest. The new Battlefield game has opened its surveys for playtesters. I got sent this by someone in the playtest. Why does DICE want to know what your gender and ethnicity is when it comes to trying out their game? I assume they're gonna try to use it as like data, for as like a focus group. But
Yeah, I'd say
it's still weird.
It is weird, but in 2025, this is kind of boilerplate for the moment. So
Yeah, you might want to like tone it down.
But they do also give you the option of prefer not to respond.
Doesn't matter. It should say man, woman.
Sure.
But if you want to ask the right side of it, that's okay.
I don't know. And they didn't even capitalize the I, did they?
And of course, white's right at the
did.
bottom.
Of course.
Yeah. So he says, why is my pattern recognition telling me that if you choose white and male, you'll have a lower chance of getting into those playtests?
Yeah,
and I agree. Aren't
this
we
is-
past these things already? This info is not relevant to whatever you are eligible to try out Battlefield or not. Very weird.
Erwin's got it down.
I agree. I can't argue with that, actually. I hope we only hear the music that we heard in that video we were watching, though. Just the da-da-da-da. It's very close to the beat of Terminator, by the way. The Battlefield music. Yeah. If not exactly the same. It's almost like
well, it's dun,
it's almost like a Teenage Wasteland situation.
Yeah.
Well, it's like rock war drums. It's something to just keep your pulse pounding and like try to sync up with your heartbeat. That's literally why that quote unquote music is composed.
Yeah, just good sound design. Like, you're not trying to set a tone of a rapper in ancient Japan slaying the Asian people or anything like that. Like it's literally just designed to keep you in the moment, keep you that adrenaline running. Like and it's great.
Anybody get this joke? Isaac.
Oh
doesn't
yeah.
Get it.
Oh yeah.
Oh
he
yeah.
hasn't seen The Fifth Element.
Oh man.
Oh my God, Isaac, go watch it as soon as this is over.
It's on his Get Cultured list. So
I second this. Every game needs more bagpipes. It just needs it.
Bagpipes are pretty cool, actually. Yeah,
they play them a lot during funerals. So if characters die, perfect time to slide them in.
Well, there's that AC/DC song that's really good. That has that
Long Way to the Top, baby.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Fun fact about Long Way to the Top: they don't play it on stage anymore.
No, that is way too controversial to ask that question. Okay, you can't be asking about pineapple on pizza. You crazy? What do you want to divide the entire fan base? All right. Anybody else have any final thoughts?
This actually brings up a question, the fact that they're still asking this after what I don't want to make this political, but so maybe we should talk about this privately.
No, make it political.
No, they made it political, so you bring it up.
Well, why they're still asking about this whenever Trump just talked about like you're no longer allowed to do DEI stuff, and how would it be equivocated whether or not, like, because you still have to, you don't have to, but they still choose to ask these surveys, but how can it be proven and shown that they're not actually using this data and information to be biased towards what they choose to do with it?
Private companies,
private companies are completely separate from what Trump has done. He's unraveled it at the federal level, which does not require corporations to do it, but it is encouraging them to.
But here's the thing: if you have a government contract, if you have one government contract, and you're a private company, you are beholden to those rules. Otherwise, you're like you accept government money, you are beholden to government rules.
And the other thing
that answers any qualm that I had, as long as it stays to that. But I was like, no, these are conglomerated corporations.
Yeah. Well, I would say we're going to see these private companies start to make that shift, but remember that that's like turning a tanker vessel, right? Like it's going to take them a little bit to actually like correct the course, and they're still stuck in their ways. They still have maybe some people that work in like, say, their analytics department, their marketing department, that are still going to be those ideologues that are trying to live that way. It's going to take a little while for them to sort those people out and kind of get rid of them. So we'll see how long it takes, but I don't think it'll take too terribly long, but we will have a little bit of a buffer period.
Yeah. Nadia gifted 5 memberships.
Yo, thank you.
Thank you, Nadia.
Thank you.
Nadia's awesome. Everybody should go check out her channel. Naganol, drop a link if you have it.
I don't, but I'll get it.
Thank you. But yeah, I don't know. I hope we see some normalcy. It's gonna take a while for this stuff to fade away, and some of it's just gonna take hold forever.
I don't know about forever. The pendulum swingeth both ways, and
as long as it is sequestered to one side of the room, like PETA, we all point and laugh. We don't really take them seriously. As long as it goes there, and we just that's so stupid, and we just sit and like it just doesn't catch it. There's no seriousness. It's just a dumb little subsection of a subsection of a subsection. Let it stay there. Let it be this little smoldering ember, and I don't care.
I actually think that we're not going to get rid of the body type A and B stuff. I think it's here to stay for a certain percentage of the games that continue to come out.
Yeah, and the thing with PETA is that, yeah, we know it's all bullshit and like completely defunct and everything like that. But a lot of people still believe that crap. So maybe we can get rid of it in the long run, but it's not going away in the next 10 years. It won't be eradicated within the next 10 years. Not even close.
None of this stuff is going to be completely eradicated, but it's going to live in its little fringes on the edges of what we have as a normalized society. So I think a lot of the games and stuff that refuse to get rid of body type A and B, those are going to be games that will ultimately flop because they are being run by ideologues. Because as we see male and female start to come back, people will tend to veer toward the normalcy that we have all known for most of our lives, except for these last couple of years.
I don't know if they'll flop, but I think that they will see decreased sales because people will see it as a pattern.
Yeah,
it's a red flag
of things. Yeah, a red flag. Thank you.
Oh, God. I have PTSD. Y'all said that word so many freaking times in a row, and I was just like, you're almost like them. You're just trying to beat it into my head so I can't get rid of it. Anyway, it's just a joke.
Jenna, if you're asking what the GCA stands for, we leave that up to people to figure out. We know what it means, but we're not telling anybody. If you want to know what it actually is, it's a pop culture channel, is where I started from. And they got mad at me because I talked about video games too much, so I made this channel.
Yeah, we totally got mad. Hey, Az is pointing a gun at you for me. We got
yes.
Oh God!
Norman doesn't deserve it. Norman
What's he screaming there?
Hey, don't worry. I got that Spidey sense.
True.
Okay, well, here's one we can all agree on. Yeah, that's fine.
Yo, man, that also might be a hate crime. Mo doesn't think it's very funny.
What? Oh, hardy har.
He'll pull it.
All right, our next story. This is just kind of quick, but PlayStation is dropping the PlayStation Network requirement for the PC.
Good.
They listed here Spider-Man 2, which from what I hear is a buggy mess.
Oh yeah.
The Last of Us Part 2, Helldivers 2, and Horizon Zero Dawn remastered.
What it is. I think my opinion is that they are trying to cope with the fact that these games did not have good sales because these are not good games. And they're trying to lump it into, oh, well, we required everybody to have a PlayStation account. And unfortunately, we lost support in like 130 countries that don't have access. So that's why these games sold horribly, whenever these are all shit games.
And they are still trying to incentivize players as well. So I think, I don't know about the rest of them, but with Spider-Man 2, you got like 2 free suits with the game if you signed into your PSN account or something.
Mm-hmm.
I wish I had the article because I almost did it. It was one of those ones that I almost did a video on, but I didn't know enough. They changed the person in charge of PlayStation. They recently made it like dual, and they changed that and kicked the other guy out. And he was just like, live service is not the way to go. I have been vocal against it. However, I was outvoted by my partner, or like we just like butted heads. We're not going to use that anymore.
So the thing with this sort of live service PlayStation goes back a few years with Jim Ryan, the previous CEO, who just left like last year. He was the one that was greenlighting all your Concords and whatever else and things like that. And then he left. He got asked to retire last year, and then it got split between 2 people. I think it was Hideo Toki or something like that, and then Herman Hulst, who is the CEO that you're talking about.
That's exactly what I'm talking about.
Herman is still at the company. He's just sort of at a lower role, more like president than CEO or anything. But he now
is being pushed out slowly. He's being
Oh,
pushed out slowly.
He had to take a step down from that.
Right. And we've got the Japanese are taking back control of Sony Entertainment. So
finally,
it's looking maybe like a positive thing. So we'll see.
Happy about that news.
Hideaki Nishino is the CEO of Sony Interactive Entertainment. So the whole thing.
Yes, I'm holding the gun sideways, Nerd Wars, because it's February. All right. GraphWeb for $2.
I'm not singing.
We're not singing. All right.
I'll sing. I don't care.
All right, Balti, we're gonna let you solo it.
Yeah, give us a solo rendition.
Oh gosh. For fuck's sake, cancel Disney Plus.
Hell yeah.
Ooh, that might be the best one yet. Holy shit.
I like the pizzazz. That was
had
good.
a little bit of a spiritual thing going on there.
Yeah, I'm going for a Grammy next year.
It's better than this retard for sure anyway, so yeah.
I just want to get closer to Taylor Swift.
And there you go. You have the ultimate seal of approval.
There you go.
We weren't expecting it, Isaac. It was kind of just like, I don't know, it just kind of happened.
I'm not one of those hoes that just like full screens people left and right. I'm sorry.
Hose or Moe's?
Both. I definitely will hoe out my panel for solo screen goodness. So I have no shame in my game, sir.
All right. Next, we have Hogwarts Legacy is adding modding support to their game. And any game that doesn't support modding is retarded because it just increases the life of your game, the fun of your game. It causes people to buy more copies of it. So,
and it creates offshoots that might end up with, like PUBG was a mod for Arma, right?
That's true. Sometimes you'll find talent and you will actually use them in a future or current game. So
yeah, I gotta say the marketing for Hogwarts has been nothing short of genius. Because if you're a Harry Potter fan and you bought Hogwarts when it came out, instantly you're playing the game 4 times in a row. so you can play as each different house. Then you might play two different times for a good ending and a bad ending, and then they released this sort of PC port, and now they're doing mods, and then very, very soon, in a few months, you're going to get the director's cut as well coming out. So this game is probably going to have one of the longest shelf lives for a single player game you've ever seen.
Personally, I think what they're doing with allowing the mod support now is people like me who I think I first played this on, maybe it was PS5 or something, but somebody like me that does play on PC now might buy the game a second time. And I think what they're trying to do is they're funding their second game through sales of the original.
Well, you got to remember, they don't really need the funding for the second game because they sold over 30 million copies last year. So all of that went straight.
But imagine if they sell another 30 million because they allowed mod support.
Easy. Yeah, easy.
True. Yeah.
I mean, I know putting mods in definitely got me to re-download it.
Yeah. Should we watch this video or just part of it, or what do you think?
Yeah, he kind of goes into detail with what's going to be there.
Hey everyone, Chandler Wood here, community manager at Avalanche Software, and I'm incredibly excited to
Yeah,
finally
just
announce
to
that
say,
official modding is
that guy
coming to
Chandler,
Hogwarts Legacy.
that is the best community manager I've seen in years for a game. Like, he knows how to interact with people, he knows how to plug the game, and he doesn't push anything either which way. He just sells his game. That's it.
When I first watched this, I was thinking the same thing. I'm like, what a normal community manager. And that's just like something that we've all been wanting. You know, we don't have a Baskinator or someone with a septum ring or colored hair or something talking to us right now, you know?
I don't want to speak for each individual at the studio, but Avalanche as a whole, is very earnest in how they develop and how they share things. They were just so happy that the game came out, you know?
Yeah, Valley account just see what I mean? People just expect it now.
That's not a community manager.
But yeah, so you could turn your broom into like a Dyson vacuum cleaner or something instead. You know, it's like,
so that one he's showing off there, the Dungeon of Doom, that's actually a player made mod where you can go in and essentially create your own dungeon level.
This is nothing but positive for the game, for the developers, and for the future of the Hogwarts Legacy games.
The only thing that would make this better is if it was co-op, so you could share this stuff with your friends. Were you gonna say, Nerd?
Well, and I was just gonna say that from what I understand, most of these mods work with the unofficial multiplayer mod.
Wow, cool.
Yeah,
nice.
So that in itself is a mod to make it multiplayer. Yeah, see, that's usually how it starts. Is they turn it into a mod, makes the game multiplayer, and then it gets everybody saying, "Hey, Dev, how come this isn't just multiplayer when there's a mod that makes it work?" And then they get embarrassed into making it multiplayer. It's freaking awesome.
Yep. And I think we'll see an official multiplayer mod within the next year or so.
That'd be cool.
Possibly, or they'll wait till the next game. I think.
Yeah, that could be. Or sometimes they will drop it in the base game through an expansion or something like that too. Yeah, I've seen that before.
Well, because wasn't it originally supposed to be co-op, but then they changed it last minute?
I think so. I think it was just a case of they couldn't get it working in time, so they wanted to focus on putting out the best single player game they could. Yeah. And also, one of the biggest omissions from the first Hogwarts from this game that everyone knows is Quidditch, of course. So I imagine that they're going to work pretty hard to put Quidditch in the second game as well as multiplayer. So you can
I had heard that one of the reasons that they dropped Quidditch out of this one was because there was already a deal with Warner Brothers and that company, whoever the hell it was, that made the Quidditch champions or whatever the fuck it's called. But hopefully they don't make that mistake again, and they allow something that is a full world experience to have one of the things that is one of the biggest draws, especially when so much of the game relies on you flying on a fucking broom anyway.
Yeah, I know we're talking about Warner Brothers here, but I really hope they just take a step back for this next game. Let Avalanche do whatever the hell they want, not worry about future deals, because if they want to sell another 40 million copies, they just need to do that.
Yep, 100%.
Nak, you played that Quidditch Legacy or Legends game, didn't you?
Yeah, I did. I played it on stream, and then I went over like 12 hours or whatever, and I can't even fucking download it now. It's garbage.
Yeah, it was good for like a week and a bit, and then it just
Yeah, I played it for like a couple days. And it was like I was over it.
That's what it seemed like. It was just like kind of a not that much replayability in it.
Yeah,
I mean, if you're labs, you probably love it, but yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of what I thought. They probably kept it out of the first Hogwarts Legacy is because I feel like it may have taken up too much time to make it pristine enough to fit in with the game with all the other stuff you can do in there. Possibly. I've only heard people, posture about it, but never heard anything from the actual devs.
Right.
Real quick, Moxie dropping a super sticker.
Moxie
and
Dame. Moxie.
It is a dancing pear saying you are amazing. No, you're
Oh,
amazing.
lemon party? All right, fine.
Nope. Because she knows I don't have the. What are those things called? Maracas?
Maracas, yeah.
Yeah, I don't have those. And I can't roll my R to say it properly either. So.
Maraca.
Thank you, Moxie. We're going to be raiding into your stream when we're done. But yeah, that looks like a lot of fun. We have here, let's see. Here's the actual page where you can download some of the mods. And sometimes there's some really ridiculous ones in here. See if we can
Enhance,
find
please.
one. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, it is really small, isn't it?
That's what.
There
we go.
Now the multiplayer one won't show up in this list. You have to download it separately, but it does work with these, from what I understand.
Okay. Yeah, so
And I
you
thought
put
about
the
checking that
livestock?
one out.
Steamboat Willie.
That's like a whole like quest line.
Oh, dragons.
Oh, dragon
There you
brooms.
go. Dementors. Increase gear capacity. That that was a given because you had your inventory slots. You had to grind just to get enough spaces.
Oh yeah.
Cheat. So basically, God mode. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Thug life.
Thug life classes. The modding community always, there are mods that just purely
Modern
have
Witch?
fun with it, and it's always great to see.
Yeah, some of these are just fun. Yeah, like Christmas themed stuff, you know. It's pretty cool. Man, I remember playing Ark and you just like were scrolling through the workshop on Steam looking at those. And you could spend an entire day looking at each one.
Oh yeah.
And then another day to figure out if it'll actually work because it's for the wrong version of the game that you have.
Wrong version, something's broken, it's incompatible with another mod. Like, yeah. If you're at all used to modding games, man, that's a challenge sometimes.
Chronicling Mayhem for 2 soles. Need to balance this out. You are all gay.
Sophie, don't you like women?
Ooh.
I'm just kidding. Sophie.
Also, cállate mujer.
Empanada.
Everyone's already talked about this, but I want to just brush on it real quick.
Oh no.
Halo acknowledging Black History Month. We're celebrating the contributions and the culture of the Black community within Halo Studios and beyond. We're committed to fostering an environment where everyone feels valued and supported. Let's build a future where opportunity thrives for all.
It's so stupid. Like
It was already thriving.
In 2025, Halo Studios is circling the fucking drain. The toilet has been flushed. They are about to be gone. Just give them a minute. I know you can still smell them, but it's not going to take long.
And I saw Savvy's post today. Like these guys could have done anything. They could have highlighted the Black devs that work at Halo Studios, or they could have taken Black characters from the game and highlighted them. But no, they did the same corporate bullshit that every other game company does, giving you those 3 color swatches on your fucking suit. That's
You want proper representation? You want proper representation for this month? have a mod where you have a sound thing that lasts 60 minutes, and it's somebody blasting crappy rap music in an open mic while you're in the lobby and won't start. That'll
Or just hold
accurately
your battle rifle sideways.
Yes, but no, I'm just talking about you want the real game experience. I want somebody that won't ready up in the lobby, but is talking to all the relatives while they're blasting crappy music on a crappy mic.
Don't forget this. Don't forget the ceiling birds as well.
I would respond, but I don't know how to click
I'm on Isaac.
the kind of words that say like I don't give a shit.
Spartan power.
Oh boy. All right. I will show this, Isaac. All right.
Kind of looks a bit like Jonathan Majors AI version anyway.
Thank you, Moxie.
Thank you, Moxie.
Shout out.
Thank you, Moxie.
If Microsoft would have posted this instead, we'd be like, yo, this is genius.
That would be great marketing.
This just sends sales for Halo Infinite have gone up 300%.
But no, for real, why can't they say something in a way that if we made fun of it, we would look like assholes? Like, there's definitely like 10 different ways they could have done that.
Because they don't understand it. The Halo Studios is still infected with the ideologues that caused all of this shit to happen in gaming in the first place. Mm-hmm. They're one of the only studios that's doubling down on that. And we're not going to see them let off until they really start to feel it financially, which I think is just around the corner.
You bomb it.
Yeah, just one last look of it. Isn't it beautiful? And these are skins that you can put on your Spartan suit, by the way.
I like that first response to the post.
Yeah.
It brought back the A-Train skins.
They turned off replies seemingly after a bunch of funny ones made it through.
I wonder if they realize that this is the same color pattern that you see when you go to like a shitty Tex-Mex restaurant, and they try to have the little bathroom towel that's on the walls while you're sitting at the table, and they always have the little triangles and stuff and color patterns. That's what it reminds me of. So where the fucking tamales know me? That's my real question.
Yeah. Perfect response right here. No one cares. Make the game good.
Yep.
Yes.
100%.
Shut up, make game. It's pretty simple, really.
Killing it? Well, I mean, with Doom, yes. I wouldn't say Bethesda.
Marketing wise,
It's not Bethesda. It's not Bethesda. I can't talk more about that. Spray hose. You know what I mean, brother. Orange Gonton.
All right. I'm going to let you take this one, Norman.
Oh, hello.
There you go.
All right. Well, you want to scroll down a bit? As I watched the credits roll over an impeccable soundtrack, I found myself reflecting on my journey through Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. This beautiful, unforgettable game captured my full attention, no easy feat, for more than 70 hours. I feel a strange concoction of emotions running through me. It was a sense of relief at how the story had wrapped up, and I come down from the adrenaline-fueled high that accompanied the final sequences of this wonderful game. I reveled in victory and mourned those I'd lost along the way, and of course, I looked to whatever would come next. As for all the hours I had invested, my path through KCD2 wasn't yet finished. This is everything I ever wanted in a sequel and so much more. In this comprehensive blah, 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 I hope you'll come with me as I look back at one of the best games I've ever played.
High praise.
Yes, very much so.
So I saw a lot of people giving out 9s and some even giving out this a 10 out of 10 for the game.
Mm-hmm. It's getting 5s across the board. It really is.
So, all right, really quick, I just want to show this. This is just funny. And I don't know if this is the game or the people that rated it, but I just want to point this out. So, IGN gave it a 9 out of 10, and they also gave Dragon Age the Veilguard a 9 out of 10. So, this game is equally as good as Dragon Age the Veilguard.
And Dragon Age the Veilguard is not worse than this game. by that
Yeah.
same metric.
I really hope that this is just because they're like, oh, they put a black man in, oh, they put a gay option in, and that stuff isn't mandatory. But at this point, I have serious doubts. Like I loved the first game, so I am going to play this one, but holy shit, am I worried.
Okay, so one thing
I think it might be okay. I think it might be okay. I think we might be making a big deal out of it, but it's just funny. Like, I think that speaks more to IGN than the game itself.
Yeah. All I know is this reviewer here, Jordan Midler, he's Scottish, so he gets my vote.
Just going back to that IGN thing, that was reviewed by the same person, so we know.
Yes.
So if that person is actually correct with their views,
They're not.
I know they're not, but at least it was by the same person because IGN is a whole group of people, and a lot of them do different reviews. So sometimes the ratings change. Just wanted to point that out. That was the same person saying that bullshit is on par with Kingdom Come Deliverance 2.
Yeah. That's what scares me is, do they rate their games based on their ideological positioning, or do they do that sometimes if, I don't know, some stuff is tossed their way and then sometimes they actually vote on a good game? Like, I don't know that person's judging criteria, so I'm worried.
I think what happened was when they were reviewing Veilguard, they had to give it a really high score for their virtue signal. And then in this case, they had to give this game, Deliverance, a high score because everybody else was giving it a high score.
I need to go.
I think that's
and
what
look
might have
at-
happened.
I want to go look at what that person has rated other games just to
You'll probably
kind
get
of
brain
the-
damage.
Yeah, I might. No, this is the guy IGN that rates everything a 9.
Well, it's also the thing, if you go over to the YouTube space, I've been sort of ducking in and out of different Kingdom Come previews and reviews. This best game I ever had review is not just for Insider Gaming like we just saw there. There's a lot of YouTubers saying the same thing.
Yeah.
Like I said, I think it looks good. I am excited to play it. And I'm hoping, like I said, there's red flags in it, but if they're optional, that's fine. I don't care if you add stuff like that into an RPG game. I don't give a shit. It's not going to affect my playthrough. It'll let people have whatever experience they want to have as long as it's not forced on me. That's the thing that I worry about. But also, I am upset that presumably you cannot teach Henry to read or have a severely hemorrhaged experience playing through the game in this one like you could in the first one. So in the first one, for those of you who don't know, one of the things you have to do is you have to teach your character to read. Otherwise, like there's one mystery that you have to solve, that a clue to the murder is written in blood on a wall. And before you're able to read, it's just gibberish. And you can play through the whole game not being able to read. And there's just certain shit that you don't get clues to. You don't get to understand. But there's a whole side quest where you actually have to spend a couple of days in the game teaching the character to read. And you see the progression of not knowing how to read at all, with it being gibberish, to letters kind of being off, but you can kind of parse the words together to boom, you're able to read. And that was,
it'll
I
be
thought that was
the same when
fun-
you come across characters in the world. So if you're mid-fight and the guy's shouting whatever at you, it'll be A, in a foreign language, and then B, it'll be subtitled in a different language that you don't understand.
Yes. I thought that was a really cool mechanic, and we're getting to play as Henry again, so presumably you know how to read in this game, and they just took that away from me. It was so
I
fun.
honestly think Beardo would probably destroy his setup if he had to play KCD2.
I think you're right, because it actually, you have to be kind of skilled. There's a learning
You do.
curve.
There is a massive, and part of the learning curve is whenever you're low level, you suck, and you just have to suffer through it. And as you start to level up, you get a little bit swifter in your swings and your movement and your blocking and stuff like that. And it's a very complex way to build a character, but it's the essence of what an RPG should be.
I do wonder though how you're going to start off with Henry in this game, because obviously, maybe you will be able to port over your choices from the first game, or maybe it'll just be like a blank character creator, choose some stats to go into the world with, something like that. Because I don't think you'll be starting from like sort of page one, day one, if you will, with Henry.
I think I personally think that what they'll start you as is a base level of already being competent.
Yeah.
Because in the first game, you were incompetent. That was kind of the whole gist of the game, is like you start off as a blacksmith's son who knows nothing.
Mhm.
And you that was core of the game is learning things and building your way up. So here, if they start you at a base level of, okay, these people you're fighting against now are more skilled than the other people, so you kind of suck compared to them.
Yeah.
And kind of build it off of that. I think that's probably the direction they go with it. But we'll
I'm
see.
actually excited to check out Kingdom Come. I just downloaded the first one, and I'm excited to start it.
Play the first one before the second one, 100%.
I'm jumping into the second one blind. Didn't have time.
I bullied Yellow Flash into playing the first one before he plays the second one.
Yeah, the first one's good.
It's a phenomenal RPG. If you like RPG games and you like that character building that you go through, Kingdom Come Deliverance, the first one, is a like top tier level of what you want in character development from where you start to where you end. It's
Maybe I'll stream it.
You should.
Gooch, you have your own
should.
emote now. Oh shit! And these gifted memberships.
Oh shit!
Gooch.
Man, Gooch.
Go,
with 5
Gooch.
gifted memberships. Thank you.
Let's go.
Thank you, Gooch.
Thank you very much. Appreciate
Hope that doesn't come with a tariff, but thank you very much all the same.
Oh, sorry. Already back down.
Sorry.
I mean, he had to pay that in American monies, so I think it's worse for him on his end. Sorry, Gooch. Really quick. So we had this. Someone in Memore decided to make a thing.
Oh no.
Wow, you're so progressive, Isaac. Didn't think you'd be that kind of man.
And Mo as well.
Look at
Look
Mo.
at Mo. He's even wearing the hat.
So supportive.
Dude.
And doing the Wakanda Forever salute.
Yeah. Bombay.
Poser. Just kidding. But not really.
Wow. That was risky, by the way.
That was a good one.
Nice.
Join the GCA Discord. It is spicy over there.
Yeah, we have a lot of fun in the Discord. If you're not a member yet, like join up.
You're missing out.
It's
You're
fun.
really missing out.
Totally.
And then I'm not going to talk about it too long, but Civilization 7 also getting very high praise from reviewers. I didn't want to read it because I want to not let any reviews, spoil it, because I will be playing 9,000 hours of this regardless.
Are you playing as Harriet
Definitely.
Tubman?
Yeah.
So that's what's funny is I thought maybe that was really weird at first, but I'm starting to talk myself out of Harriet Tubman in it because people are pointing out that there are other leaders that aren't exactly leaders either. Like Ben Franklin, it's not the best example, but they're not considered world leaders, but they're just people of influence. So I mean, there are other characters in it that people aren't complaining about, but are complaining about Harriet Tubman. So I'm just gonna let it slide and try to enjoy the game. So
Same.
I think that's a fair take because
I'm
you're
still
not
hyped
wrong
for it.
I am too. Like I'm gonna play the hell out of it. But
it was 100% a decision to put Harriet Tubman in there because of DEI, though.
Oh yeah,
yes, 100%.
Yeah.
Now my question is, can you play as Harriet Tubman and have an entire society based on slavery, just like you could previously play as, NPC Gandhi in, what was it, Civ 2 had that bug where he would go full nuclear and
Nuclear Gandhi. Yeah.
Yeah. So I was thinking about that.
Playing
Usually
as Gandhi.
I suspect that the leader will have certain things that are going to be off limits as far as government structure. Because I bet you anything, if you choose Harriet Tubman, one of the policies that you can't change is if there's slavery or not. I don't know if that's in the game, but it is in Civilization 6.
But the whole reason that Harriet Tubman became a big deal was because slavery existed. So it would theoretically have to exist for her to become
That's also a really
good
point. But I mean, she would be the leader of it.
Yeah, but what if you weaponized her ability to to take away slaves so you can bring them into your civilization.
Okay,
like she's doing it. She's like,
establish an underground railroad to other cultures that have slavery. That way you can.
Yeah, instead of
their
freeing them, she just
population.
siphons them off. Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
That I would play.
But yeah, they're giving it a 5 out of 5. I think is what this rating scale is right here. So
Yeah, it's
again,
normie played it.
I'm not gonna rate it. I'm not gonna pre-order to play it 6 days early or whatever. I'm
No,
gonna
hell
be in Orlando anyways. By the time I get home and then do off the hip again, I can then pull the shit bucket out and start playing. So
Yeah, so Metacritic, we have an 87 for KCD2 and an 80 for Civ 7.
80, interesting. So a lot of people don't realize like Civ 5 and Civ 6, like they didn't have like the greatest score ever when they first came out, but they got better when they added more DLC to them later.
Yeah.
And expanded on the mechanics. So
Well, and a lot of people, I think, Civ is not a game for everyone.
No, it's not.
Civ
No.
has a very unique audience that likes to sit down and turn-based, figure out what you're going to do, go through things. And then, like, so for me personally, I find myself bored as I'm playing the game. But then I realize that I have been up for 48 hours and I haven't slept. I've only gotten up to pee once. And I haven't eaten. And I'm like, oh, okay, I guess I am having fun.
The perfect person that this game appeals to is someone that has more than one computer monitor. Okay.
Yes.
You have Civilization on one screen. You're doing turn-based, decisions, and you have Netflix open on another one. And ideally, you also have Twitter on your third monitor. So
yes, it is the game made for people with ADD because you're forced to focus on something else for a little while, and then you come back to it and you forget that there might be other people playing with you, and you spend 15 minutes making your moves and figuring out what you're gonna do. And
Jody, exactly what Valiant said. Just one more turn.
Yeah.
Yep.
You're like, man, I'm really hungry, but it's too late to eat, so I'll just go to bed. Wait, I'll just do another turn, and then you forget that you didn't eat or go to bed, and you just keep doing it.
And you just keep going.
Oh man, every time a Civ game comes out, I pull the. When the hell did the sun come up?
Yeah.
I even did it with Civ After Earth. And that game was subpar to me, but
I did not like that game. I think
I
I
didn't
put
either.
a few hundred hours into it.
Yeah, but you hear what you just said. I didn't like that game, but I put a couple hundred hours into it.
Well, when I say I didn't like a Civ game, it means that I didn't actually spend enough time to learn 7 languages on it. You know what I mean?
yeah, for sure.
That actually spawned a good question in my head. What's the first game that you played through all night? I'll start. It was Lego Indiana Jones. When I was a kid.
Through all night?
Yeah.
Probably a Halo game, I would assume.
Mine was probably Elder Scrolls 3 Morrowind.
No, I think it was Doom. I think I was obsessed with going through all the levels.
Need for
I
Speed
think mine
Underground.
Nice.
Mine was
That was a
Doom,
lot of
but it was with the mod disc that had all the downloadable mods. So I'd play like the Simpsons Doom, and I'd play Aliens Doom, or in just like awful iterations of it. And yeah, I remember playing Doom till the wee hours and more. But Counter-Strike was mine,
Civ
where I
2.
would just be up all night with other people
Yeah.
doing LAN parties.
I play a lot of
Halo
Soul
or
Calibur
Skyrim.
too. Soul Calibur 2
I've
all
had
night.
I've had so many games that I stayed up and played all night and pulled the "When did the sun come up" thing.
I did that with the Lord of the Ring games too, back on the GameCube.
Oh yeah,
Much
Lord of
fun.
the Rings. What was it? Conquest. It was the Battlefield ripoff early on. Yeah. That game was. That was one you could just play for hours.
I've still got that memory locked into my brain. I was halfway through the Temple of Doom mission and then looked outside. Oh yeah, damn, there's the sun.
Gratuitous chatters, huh? Yeah, people are just going through the thesaurus trying to figure out what our name means.
Somebody
wait till they realize we're using a different language.
Oh man, that changes
Wow.
everything. We've been using the wrong decipher this whole time.
Yes. We
not be an Enigma code situation where
it's an Aramaic. Good luck, fuckers.
Yes. We removed the umlaut. You figure out where it went.
Oh, that's a good one. Fallout series.
Yeah.
Let's see here. We'll just talk about this real quick and then roll outros. But yeah, Spider-Man 2 has been very, very broken at launch to the point where Steam reviews are not very good. And this is another case of why you shouldn't pre-order a game, even though you remember how good the original was. The port wasn't good. So, and we've heard of remember what was it, Star Wars Battlefront?
Yeah,
that port still doesn't work. I don't think.
Yeah, it's a classic.
Well,
at least
I mean, it worked well on PlayStation when it came out.
So I love this guy crashing on ultra high-end PC.
Oh no!
He has an iPhone
Oh my!
with the 1050 Ti.
That's what we like
This
to call the.
poor man.
That's what the most common PC on Steam. The most common CPU, the most common GPU, the most common.
No.
DDR3.
Mo, he has an LG G4 OLED 4K TV.
Oh, my apologies, Mr. Hayden Wayne. I apologize. You
I'm
are
just
right.
saying.
That totally yes.
I just thought it was funny. There's also reviews of people saying they have like a 4090 and it's crashing. So
I would love to see. I would love to see the sales figures for this game, because for those of you who don't know, the budget for this game was over $300 million because they spent a lot of the time making a vertical slice for Spider-Man and the Great Web, the multiplayer game that was going to have different Spider-Verse characters and whatnot. So I mean, this game, it must have sold like 10 to 20 million copies off bat just because it was Spider-Man. But I'd love to know if it's underperformed. Has it made a profit? Where is it standing?
Well, like I said earlier, I think a lot of the fact that this game came so much longer after it came out on PS5, and now we know you have to play as Miles Morales' deaf girlfriend for a segment in the game, and you have to play as Mary Jane in part of the game. I think that probably shied a ton of people away from actually buying it too, because I don't want to play that shit. Like I think Spider-Man's cool. I like the Spider-Man games that I've played, but I'm not going to play this game just based on that stuff because I don't want to deal with it.
I would play a mini game. I would play a mini game with Mary Jane, but only if it was one where you could see how many walnuts you could open with your jaw in 60 seconds, because at least she's built for it. But carry on, Norman. I'm sorry I had to interrupt you with that Drek, but
I was just going to say all the Miles stuff in the game is actually optional. So whenever I do occasionally replay Spider-Man 2, I'll just skip all the Miles stuff, all the school stuff where you have to help the guy ask his boyfriend out to homecoming. All that is optional, so I just leave it alone.
Yeah, but aren't you missing a chunk of gameplay that you could have gotten? Because I mean, I just played Dynasty Warriors Origins, and I played for almost 70 hours to complete one storyline, and there's 2 other storylines plus true endings to unlock, and I feel like that was worth the $70 that I paid for the game.
Yeah, that's not the case with Spider-Man 2. I don't want, A is optional, and B, I don't want to play as fucking Miles Morales. So
yeah,
Ma is a much better term than jaw. I agree. Ma.
All right. I think we should wrap it up. It's been almost 2 hours. We'll start bottom first. Malty, where are you going to be at?
I do videos for the GCA, and we'll also have Late and Gay every Wednesday evening at 8:30 Central. 8:30 Eastern.
No.
This week.
This week. Try again.
Oh, that's right. Oh, fuck. Yeah, thank you. So since we have to start 30 minutes early, we actually have to be on time. So we'll be at 8 o'clock Eastern. Late and Gay with the GCA. We have Fear the Beardo as our special guest. So we get him for an hour.
Yep. So the
Thank you
gayness
for
is
catching
covered.
me on that because I know it, but I just wasn't prepared.
It's all right, my man. You singing your guts out earlier, and it just took all your energy. We know.
I was also trying to shit talk gaming Ronan in the chat, but I was like, I'll just delete that. It might be sensitive information.
Yo, Hook for $5. God
Yo,
bless
Hook.
ABF. God bless panel. God bless chat. God bless us. God for us. Dude.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Very, very nice of you. Thank you.
We needed that after this show. We needed
Oh,
some.
yeah.
We needed some Jesus in our lives, like really, legitimately. So
Shut up! Shut up! All right, Daggerdoll. Here's your big chance. Go.
Yeah, I make videos and stuff sometimes. I stream and you can find me around.
Nice. Or around like behind Wendy's or
Yeah, like around the Wendy's. Like, just
around
keep
the
circling
Wendy's.
around, go through the drive-through.
Keep
In
circling
the
around
general
until you
area.
get
Junior bacon cheese.
I
Crispy
hear
sandwiches.
I hear Home Depot is quite deserted right now.
Yeah. Yeah, there's
I
probably
hear.
Go ahead, Balti.
No, I was just being like, well, I'm glad you're not doing it around an Arby's because some people are getting arrested.
Uh-oh.
Oh, and I hope he still shows up to MegaCon because he was supposed to be a guest. Yay! Hey, what's up, Smallville? You want a drink? Yes.
Hayden, where are you going to be at?
So I will be tomorrow. We have our political stream that we do on Nerd Wars channel, and then on Late and Gay with GCA on Wednesday. Next week, I probably won't be here because I'm pretty sure I'll be on a plane at the time that the show actually starts. But I am going to try to be working on that video about the Tox Mod system and some of the things that they're not telling you about it. So hopefully that'll be up sometime this week, but we'll see. But thanks again for having me on to hang out tonight.
Hell yeah, it's great to have you. Mo.
Hey, yep, Late and Gay with the GCA. Hey, Mo. Woo, 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 woo. I will be I'll be on Late and Gay with the GCA on Wednesday, and I do the Monday Hangover at 6:00 on Mondays. The next I'm excited about the next movie we get to cover. It is Conan the Barbarian.
Nice.
Wow.
That's
Rated R. Yeah, so we'll get to watch that. I haven't seen that in a while, even though I pretty much have it memorized. Tulsa Doom, or whatever his name is, James Earl Jones character. Amazing. But good to do that. And we're going to be at MegaCon this Thursday. Some more Thursday than others. I'll be late Thursday. Late Thursday.
We also need to just point of personal privilege. We need to discuss going live while we're there because it's not on our usual day to be live. But so we'll
figure it out.
To do
we're
a
late.
hangout.
We're gay. Yeah. So, but it'll be fun regardless. And if any of you are going to be there, I know a lot of people on the panel here are going to be there. But any of you that are in the chat that are going to be there, it'll be awesome to hang out with you. So
Yes.
really look forward to it. And by the way, this is where all this stuff happened. All this nonsense, all this goofy shit you get to enjoy every week. And we hope we entertain you, honestly. It's fun. It's really fun for us. So we hope it's fun for you. It all started just because we got a wild hair up our ass a year ago. Don't think you can't do it. Just get out there and stream and just, you never know what could happen. So
Why are things always going up your ass?
well, that's where the wild hairs grow. Otherwise, it wouldn't move you.
Gotcha, Isaac.
Isaac, one track mind. He lives just to make us look gay through memes.
And second thought, if I see you and you come within arm's reach, I'm going to swing. All right. So fuck everybody in the chat. Fuck the panel. I'm out.
Speaking of everybody being gay through memes, Nerd Slap, how are you doing?
Doing good, man. Like I said, I'm getting ready for MegaCon. I'm excited to see everybody there. It's gonna be a great time, man. You know, it's like I said, my first con, so I don't know what to expect fully. So
Wait. Is this your first con ever?
Oh yeah.
Oh, dude, you're in for it.
You're gonna
Holy
OD, man.
shit.
Oh
My
yeah.
first, that was my first. I've been to computer cons, but this is my first like this kind of con. It is. I don't think I'm
It's
over.
a Comic Con.
It's
an
overwhelming.
anime con. It's a cause
awesome.
con. It's a game con. Yeah,
I'm excited.
It's funny because there's a true mix at MegaCon because there's a lot of patriots that show up to it because it's Florida. So
hell yeah.
Norman, where are you gonna be at?
Well, if I do have time to stream tomorrow, it'll probably just be a couple hours of Cyberpunk. But Wednesday, I'm going to try and put in a good few hours streaming KCD2 before Trigger Happy. And then I'm going to just share my screen quickly so I can shit on Spiderman 2 for a second. Because I saw this the other day and it kind of made me giggle. There's watch out, my superhuman boyfriend with amplified super spider senses who can react to the speed of sound. Just what is that shit? And then the one before it was hope they add the fridge that defeats Peter to Marvel Rivals.
Was that Erwin's fridge?
Oh, it must have been, yeah. Trying to go through the back door.
Speaking of going live on Wednesday for Trigger Happy, we're going to be going live a half hour early to go with their half hour early. And I haven't decided yet, but I think we're going to make that the regular time and turn it into an hour and a half show. So instead of 7:30 Eastern, it's going to start at 7 Eastern. And leave that open to be 90 minutes. So I just thought I'd throw that out there, let everybody know. Also, Gary can't make it to the Orlando meetup. I don't know if everybody heard.
Wait, did he say officially he can't make it to Orlando, or just that he was canceling the Nooner today?
I think
Nope,
Ryan
Orlando.
said on stream that he wasn't coming to Orlando, but that people from Team Nerdrot would be. So I can imagine X-Ray Girl will be there. And
Yeah, so I mean,
Gary.
people don't know exactly what it is, but I can only assume it was like a death in the family or something. So
Yeah, he
thoughts?
said today,
his mom was
family
really sick.
emergency. He couldn't have the Nooner, and I didn't see anything about him not making it to Orlando, but kind of presumed that something like that might have happened.
Yeah, so I still think that Quarter Black and X-Ray Girl are going to be going. Just everybody except Gary, I think, and Melissa, obviously too. So
I'm excited to meet Quarter Black because he was kind of the one that got me connected to this whole group. So it's gonna be cool to meet him.
He kind of was too, because
Yeah, me too.
when I saw Friday Night Tights, I'm like, hey, I know that guy from Crowder. So and a lot of people have the same story. Yeah.
I haven't missed an FNT since he said "too ugly to be assaulted." I was there the first time he said it, and I remember replaying it like 10 times because I followed Eric DeJolian because I was. It is true. He's not going. He's been sick. So.
Oh, Epic Mike's not going. That's too bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's. I would have. Never mind. I'm not even going. I don't know why I'm saying that. It's like I'm not gonna be there. I was like, man, I would have liked to meet him. It's like.
But yeah, so we're gonna be in Orlando. Most of us starting Thursday, so we'll be able to get out our Wednesday Leighton Gay show. I think a couple of us can't make it, but most of us will.
I'll be there for at least part of it.
Cool. And I gotta wake up super early on Thursday. My flight's at 7 a.m., so I gotta wake up at like 5 in the morning and haul ass to the airport. So.
I have to get up at 1 a.m. my time to make it to the airport by 4 a.m. because my flight leaves at 5:30 a.m.
Oh,
yeah.
My flight leaves at 9 p.m. Like, oh my goodness, 9 p.m. I don't know how I'm gonna make that. Yeah, that stinks though. That's like on the other end where you're like, great, I'm gonna show up at like midnight, pretty much.
Yeah, everybody's already gonna be drunk whenever you get there, but it'll be fine. You can play catch up.
I'm gonna be landing at the airport at like 1 in the afternoon in Orlando, and I'm just gonna be hanging out until we can get everybody together. And our Airbnb is not ready until 4, so we're gonna be at like a sports bar If anybody in chat wants to hang out,
Oh,
reach out.
Yeah, we'll put in the Discord. We have an Orlando meetup section. I think Hoodie D and I are going to be the first ones that are in Orlando because I arrive at something like 11:30 a.m. So we'll all figure out where we're going to hang out, and then we'll put it in the Orlando meetup section in our Discord. And if you guys want to come hang out with us, come hang out.
Yeah, thank you for saying that, Nerd Slap. So I'm going to be flying home Monday morning, and I will be able to throw the off the hip show still. I assume some of you guys won't be back yet, maybe. So
I'll be on the plane still.
Yeah,
I should be able to make it. I'll try to bring my laptop with me.
That's what keeps the chat here, baby. When we have backroom talks at the end of an episode, it's great. So,
but yeah, thanks everybody for showing up. We had really good viewership tonight. If you're not subscribed to the channel, I think we're 2 away from 1,090. So it's really great if you could like the stream and subscribe if you like it.
Jeff,
like
that's Thursday.
Nerds. Yep. But if everybody could go right over to Moxie after this, she should be live right now or about to start. And if you don't click the link, it should take you there automatically. But everybody, I will see you Wednesday.
Goodbye, Blue.
Who the fuck is Alec Baldwin's finger?
I can't see! I can't see! Of course you can't fucking see. I just shot a blank in your fucking eyes.
Hey, the trunk looks kind of small there, Anton.
This is live. I'm on live TV. Trunk's fine. As you can see, friend, it's not small. It's a big trunk. I'll show you right here.
Well, you got a dead hooker in the trunk.
What? No, it can't be.
Yes, it was. It was a dead hooker.
It wasn't a dead hooker!
Pal, I know a dead hooker when I see one.